think the honorable thing for our species to do is deny our programming. Stop reproducing. Walk hand in hand into extinction. One last midnight, brothers and sisters opting out of a raw deal.
Do not trust any friends or family members. I repeat, do not trust friends.
No, the dog, the dog horror. I was telling Rev about that. It's like a POV of like a good dog. Only it's just a horror movie happens around this dog's point of view.
Oh, I'm seeing the trailer now. Okay. This is a new movie. Why?
Yeah.
Where is this? Is it on like Netflix or something? Oh, I see. Okay.
Finds a way.
Yeah, I get it.
It's on one streaming or another.
Yeah.
It's unfortunately like the story's really good behind it. Like the guy filmed it for nothing over 4 years, basically. So interesting.
I can't believe they got the doggo to do that. Yeah, I think it's on a Prime add-on.
A lot of
like $4.99.
Yeah, it's anticlimactic. I kind of hated it by the end of it, but
I can't. It's sad. I feel concerned about that dog.
Oh, that's one thing we are not having a dog theme month.
Hold on. Didn't we fucking talk about Baltro or some shit? And
Baltro back on the table.
You know what? I was drinking. I can't be held responsible. I just get excited. The spirit gets good. Suddenly we're doing a dog episode,
It's a whole new fan base, man.
So guys,
I think we were talking. Oh wait. Oh, I was just going to tell. The reason we brought up, I think, Air Bud is because we were also talking about doing a baseball month, and I think the two worlds kind of intersected.
That's possible. Probable.
What were we going to say, Chris?
That's like it gets right into the Mighty Ducks. That's a slippery slope.
Oh, you
Jamaican bobsled team. cool runnings. Maybe?
Yeah, jeez. Well, John Candy, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let us hope it never comes to that, huh, gentlemen?
Yeah.
I think we got to maybe a couple hundred more episodes before we have to
go down those dark roads.
So someone was telling me about the Epstein files, and they were telling me about how cream cheese is this like thing like going on the internet where there's apparently in the trove people are freaking out about this idea that they were eating babies and comparing the taste of them to cream cheese. And yeah, it's so this is one of these things where it's like the satanic panic element of like the stuff that's in there, and giving this massive dump of files to amateur sleuths to just like come up with like QAnon internet conspiracies, kind of like it's angering me because like it is a distraction from what's actually like the substantial things there, the relevant things, and I almost wonder if it's part of the strategy of just like the chaos, like just release the chaos. Let people draw their own conclusions. It'll just be the shit show of no one knowing what's happening.
Yeah, but I don't know. I would say that if it weren't for the fact that they were trying so hard not to release them.
So there's a specific email. I saw the email, and it basically like he's talking with his friend about a party or whatever, and there's like reference to like getting the cream cheese, and like the guy's like, he made some slip, and he's like, like I'm talking about cream cheese, not babies, and Epstein says something like, there's a lot of babies out there. It's really hard to find a good vegetable cream cheese. So it's like that is the basis of like what people it's code. It's code. Like that's what they're talking about.
Incredible. It's Pizzagate, all that shit.
It's Pizzagate shit, yes. Yeah. And that's like, wow, the internet's just gonna do this shit over and over again.
It's analogous to like JFK conspiracies are born off of the Warren Commission report. Like ironically, like the authoritative, quote unquote authoritative investigation has so many dead ends and unexplored bits, and it's a treasure trove, or like an archive for the conspiracist. And it's, the irony is that it's a government product. And like similarly with, you got the Pentagon Papers, you got what's the The Church Committee report about the CIA's activities in America, all that stuff. And like, there's some element of conspiracy theory that obviously and always rebels against the status quo, but sometimes is sort of maintained by the very power structures that it supposedly rails against. It's really, and then put on top of that, like some sort of religious mania that overtakes people, particularly those of a conspiratorial bent. And then just all the fucking weirdness of the internet that has emerged in the interim era, since like, I don't know, the fucking Church Committee report. You got yourself a stew. Real fucking banger.
Yikes.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's frustrating because there's real information in the Epstein
file. Exactly.
Yeah,
there's just so much information. Yeah, and
they're just focused on fucking cream cheese and babies, and you're like, no, stop it.
Yeah, it's like all those things just reek to me of like the satanic panic conspiracies of like daycares and things like that, and I just can't.
Sure.
It's the same grammar. It's the same sorts of like tropes,
Yeah.
Didn't you? Wasn't there a? Have you heard about the picture company taking pictures of?
I did
kids
hear
in
about
school?
that. Yeah,
like that they were leaking all their or basically like providing all the pictures of girls so that Epstein could like vet them.
That's more concerning to me.
And I guess it wasn't the picture company involved immediately like went into like full denial mode, but I guess there's some pretty good beef on it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
Yeah. Well,
that would be really unfortunate if it was true. Don't care for that kind of thing. I don't know. I guess that's the whole Epstein files in a thing. You're just like, I don't really don't care for any of this.
It's like that's colorful and horrible. And wow, hope that's not true.
Hope they get those guys.
But then it is,
So we got the bastards on the run. That's all I know now. now that the files are out, man.
I don't know. The Donald seems to be unfazed.
He shouldn't. What
he did like half an hour ago? He posted that he's ordering the government release every file it has on aliens and extraterrestrials. So it's just like they're flooding the zone with all this bullshit. And I think that's
Did you read what inspired that though?
No.
So Obama was on a podcast and he said he made a careless statement about UFOs that was of course taken by everyone as like this slip up, this admission, that in fact there were aliens.
Oh my God.
And so Obama had to like issue a retraction and blah blah blah. There was even an article in the entertainment columnist in the Toronto Star, like he's the entertainment columnist. He wrote a full-on fucking aliens are real article, like right in the fucking Toronto Star. So it caused this was actually a big deal. And so Racist Grandpa doing this is like a response to something and not like, maybe he's using it as a great opportunity and never let, an opportunity go by, but it is reaction. It's a reaction to something. It's not like planned. Yeah.
Okay. I saw the retraction. I didn't realize. Yeah, I didn't make the connection.
Right. Yeah, but that'll be another thing. Like they release all that info, which I'm super interested, man. Like I don't know how to account for unidentified flying objects sometimes. Like particularly the military sightings.
Yeah.
There's ways I can dismiss that evidence as not evidence of anything, but like at the end of the day, I also that's not a good tactic. Knowledge isn't produced that way. So that'll be interesting. Well, yeah. I just aliens aren't fucking here, guys.
No.
What would they even be doing?
Yeah, they are
forcing us to breed in
I was going to say
situations.
Trying to understand the intricacies of love.
That's what I meant.
Oh, yeah.
Here on the Extinction Agenda with James.
James.
And Chris.
The man on the internet most likely to take you to a quiet spot because he thinks it's a perfect spot for your grave. Today on the Extinction Agenda, we're doing Yorgos Lanthimos's The Lobster 2015. Co-written by a guy with these fucking Greek names. I can never. Ephthimis Philippou. We'll go with that. Anyway, I like that guy. He also wrote Chevalier, which came out the same year, and it really tickled me. I'd seen this movie before, and I really liked it, but it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it is on brand for a February for lovers. How much did you love The Lobster, guys?
I'll go, I guess. I don't think I loved, like, I liked it. I liked it, but I don't know that I liked it a lot.
That's fair.
Yeah, it part of it for me was the pacing. I think that I could have been skimmed down a bit, but I mean, like, the shots are and the I don't know, that had a little bit of that that Royal Tenenbaums guy vibe.
Wes Anderson.
Yeah, a little Wes Anderson-y, like, but not in a Wes Anderson good way. In a way that I'm gonna shoot the rug, with my camera. Too many times.
Right.
Too many times. And
okay.
And soundtrack too. I don't know. I don't know if I cared for it either.
Okay, good enough.
But we can talk about the good stuff too.
Sure. Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, I didn't make the movie. I don't give a shit. Chris.
I enjoyed it. I haven't seen it before. I liked the first half more than I did the second half, the hotel stuff, because it was so absurd. And I felt like some of the energy maybe was diffused once he escapes. I wanted to see him go through trials and like get, like these escalating tests that they have in that hotel. Maybe if I watch it again, like 3-4 years from now, then I'll be like, oh no, like apart from my expectations, that was a good move. But anyway, I like the odd, flat, like emotionless voice narration. I liked a lot of things about this, and it made me laugh a lot. Julia hated it. She was bounced halfway through. So yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be one of those movies that's pretty divisive.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Cynthia loves this movie. It's one of her favorite movies of like recent memory for her, and was happy to check it out again. I've seen it, like, this is like my third time now, because I watched it twice in prep for talking again. No, sorry. I watched it again in response to seeing Begonia, and I was like, shit, the Lanthimos. I got to catch up. Got to do the catch up. So we ended up rewatching The Lobster, and then and anyway, now we're doing it here. I just like that. So, well, let's put it like counter to Punch Drunk Love, where Punch Drunk Love has social awkwardness, but as I don't know, it's like an exception or something like that. The social awkwardness is like the norm in all of this. Everybody's so fucking awkward, and Punch Drunk Love is about like the power of love and shit like that, but like this is more like the absurdity of love, but still manages to, like, I don't know. I think somehow somewhere in there manages to say something about it, even if the ending is really ambiguous, or maybe especially because the ending has some ambiguity to it. I guess we should tell people what the basic idea is that Colin Farrell lives in a world in which you cannot be single. It's against the law. You're treated like a like a terrorist or a non-citizen, if you're like single and on your own. And so anytime your relationship ends, I guess you go to a hotel and you have 45 days in that hotel to find another match. And if you fail to find another match within 45 days, you will be turned into an animal of your choosing. Like hijinks ensue. We discover that Colin Farrell has enough one day, and he tries to, after several misadventures, he has to escape into the woods finally to live the life of the single person on the run from society. But in that realm, he finally finds his match, but it's illegal, and so he's in a single person who cannot be in a relationship, who cannot return back to the like he's just kind of trapped now. That's a pretty good summary. I think that's and then it comes to an end at some point, which we'll get to. James, I don't really like what's the because I don't want to be defensive or anything about it. Like, what's the shit that really bugged you?
Okay, well, it's funny because Chris, you said when he transitions over to the second, like when he escapes the hotel for whatever, what do you call it? I don't know if that's exactly the second act, but it's sort of the major transition in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was. That was like probably my favorite part, because I just thought it was hilarious that the social awkwardness remained, and that everybody started implementing like a brand new set of rules that were just as horrible. Actually, they were more horrible than the previous set of rules. And it was. I just found that funny. It was like a gaffe. They were like dancing in silence, alone, and cutting each other's faces apart if you caught them kissing or flirting. And I don't know. I for whatever reason, I just found that funny, and then I found there to be like an extra urgency. And then not only that, you're also being hunted at the same time and digging your own grave, and it was terrible. Some of my favorite things are just the dialogue. The social awkwardness of the dialogue was really great. And I think that I actually thought it was kind of charming when he fell in love with what's her name?
Rachel Weisz.
Yeah, Rachel Weisz. I like that. I like the way that they fell in love, and I thought it was great. But and then the hotel stuff was very. John C. Reilly had a great little role, and
he sure did.
I just think that there was a lot of. It took me until the second act. I think I told you. I can't remember what I said, but I think I told you guys when I laughed.
Yeah, it was. You said it was when Colin Farrell said that he loved Rachel Weisz, like he gave a speech or something. That's what you said. Although I don't remember a speech, but that's just because I have a bad memory.
Yeah, that's okay. I just like it took me a while for the deadpan dialogue to get really any reaction out of me at all.
Right.
I think I thought it was hilarious when he tranquilizer gunned the psycho lady that kicked his brother to death. It was kind of a horror. It was a bit of horrific, the whole thing. Actually, it's a bit of a genre bender. Because I expected a romantic comedy, and it was not that.
Their element that
it's actually with... it's an anxious sort of thriller, and there's elements of terror, and I think that might be the whole thing. Is like my expectations were a little twisted, so I may have to sit with this one a bit longer than I thought, but.
Yeah, I think I'll be thinking about it.
That horror bit is another thing that it shares with Punch Drunk Love. You know, what if a love story was also a horror story?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, because I think for a lot of the hotel stuff, like there isn't. It's almost like one question I had is like, why wouldn't you just pair off with anybody and just kind of go through with it? but you kind of get the like nobody seems to actually want, like everyone's sort of like skirting the line almost of like some are desperate, but like it can be worse to be with somebody. And then you are kind of tested along the way, and as we find out when I love his strategy to pursue that heartless woman. He's like, I will tell her, you should strangle that woman with your bare hands in the woods. And he's just trying to like present himself like I'm going to be the most awful person so that she's attracted to me. Great strategy.
I like the choking on the olive was pretty clutch.
Yeah, that's amazing.
He just like lets her die in the hot tub.
I think we are compatible.
I think we're a match. Yeah. It's really nice work there, but
she was incredible.
What do they call her? Like there was a woman, and he would not know this now, but she was absolutely heartless. Like Rachel Weisz's narration really helps too, because like we never hear Colin Farrell's thoughts in his voice; it's always in her voice, and it's usually like really petty and stupid, like when he's like, he thought about how some excuses just couldn't be argued with. This was a good one.
My favorite was when she's describing like the punishments for like in their loner society, like there's the red kiss. I've also heard of the red intercourse. Oh my god, I am so afraid of it.
I think the flat affect really helps for me for this movie, because it lends a sort of humanity to everybody, ironically, which like I guess I like that bit. And I think getting to James, what you were saying about the rules, I think it's rules all the way down, because the reason that Colin Farrell falls in love with Rachel Weisz is like they're both nearsighted. The fundamental anthropology, I guess, like the human nature in this movie, the position is that like love blossoms from shared interests or shared experience, and that's it, and so they can have all, like, and I guess that's why the dude that has to tries to pretend to, like he has to fucking mutilate his face or whatever and like give himself fake nosebleeds just so he can get out, like I think this movie kind of does address the question of like, why don't people just fake it?
Yeah, everything is so petty, like in the all attraction is just sort of like these absolute, and I think it's just part of the absurdity and like a bit of a commentary, on the absurdity of love. But like it's the commonality, but it'll just be like some ridiculously like trivial thing, like the nearsightedness, the nosebleeds. Yeah, the limp. The guy's like so into limps. Like, yeah.
I like the friend, her friend that's really beautiful.
Yeah,
right?
Like your hair, your blonde hair is so beautiful. I know.
Oh, is she the one who's
and
like?
then she gets herself turned into a fucking donkey or whatever. Beautiful
pony,
blonde hair. Yeah.
Was she the one who wouldn't let like she's like, it was like
she just
a bald man, not possible. Yeah, like you have to have gray. You can only be born with gray hair.
Yeah, she just like wouldn't. She couldn't possibly imagine herself with any kind of man because she was so perfect to herself. There was so funny little things that happened. Or also the woman that was like completely desperate. Can I come to your room tonight? I'll give you a blowjob. And he's just like so uncomfortable with it. Oh.
Yeah,
biscuit lady.
Yeah, where she would have been down to figure out any kind of fucking like compatibility at all just to survive. So it's just this weird. And it's funny that Colin Farrell has his whole like life afterward already planned out, really, and I think that's why there's like no urgency behind him. There ends up being at one point, but it ends up being like a weird, like, I don't know if it's like an existential survival kind of fear, but he has like a plan to become a lobster because of its long life and breeding ability and shit. Like he has everything sort of plotted out in his mind. So I don't know that he's really like he wants to do it for the right reasons,
Yeah, he's good either way.
I like that he, despite the social awkwardness, because there's a couple ways they could have played this movie, because at the hotel it's very much like a high school dance all the time.
So true.
And he's not afraid, like that one moment where he crosses the floor to ask someone to dance, right? Like he doesn't look nervous. Like he's nervous, but he's doing the job, right? Like he's putting the work out there. He's putting himself out there, but there's just no one out there who is also nearsighted. So it's just not working. So it's like the movie goes out of its way to show like it's not really his fault. It's not social awkwardness.
And a lot of people say like, oh, he's rather put together looking, So, like they compliment him on his aesthetic.
I really don't like the look of Colin Farrell. I think I'm in a minority here. Hot take, maybe. I just hate looking at him. I felt like this was his best look.
Oh yeah, all
Put
right.
on 40 pounds, grow a mustache. I'm okay with
it. He looked like his body transformation for this was substantial.
I was thinking like, so he's letting his stomach kind of hang out or whatever, but he still looks like a very muscular dude. Like in the light, it's just like
down, he's ripped up across the chest and shoulders,
huge back. And I was like, holy fuck. You don't look like a schlub at all, fella.
He's it's true. It was hard for him to pretend to be that body type,
Yeah.
Didn't seem organic for him.
Yeah, not a Benicio del Toro. That's what we can say.
Oh, that's true.
Where it's not that this movie really deserved a full body transformation. I
even find Christian Bale, when he does a body transformation, is like seems to really like be organically like able to be a fat guy,
Yeah.
some people can like show comfort in that skin, but Colin Farrell did not. But that may have been purposeful as well, because he was
probably has another movie on the line.
Generally like uncomfortable with himself, like, or in a way, like it was so awkward on purpose. Everyone was awkward, so it was delivering this vibe throughout. But the color palette was great.
Yeah, you're right about that.
It's a dulled, I guess it's kind of a blue.
It is they shot all in natural light. I looked into this. So I was like, it looks so sterile, and like that has to be on purpose.
Yeah.
But it was like natural light, very little makeup, and colors were only green, blue, and like shades of red.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
He's a fucking filmmaker, guys. Lanthimos, right?
Yeah, sure.
I like that. Oh no, you want to go ahead?
No, you go ahead. No, I'll jump in later.
Okay. I was thinking about the working class elements to this, like adding to the sort of everyday, like the hotel staff. Not when they're putting on propaganda, which is hilarious, but when they release people for the hunt, like they like it immediately, it's all in slow motion, and they're just starting their cigarette break while everybody goes off on the hunt. I like that. And when he first shows up at the hotel, like you recognize the receptionist as a hotel receptionist, in the costuming and everything. Like they live in this real working class, like hotel resort. Like I think maybe it's kind of stupid to say, but I think that a lesser movie would not have given them I don't know, like a sociological role in the drama.
I wrote down, I experienced that in a different way, where I wrote down that there's like this like real customer service ethic, even in the hotel, right? Like it's like they're actually trying, they're actually like putting on this pretense of like, you can have this, you can have this. We have size 44 shoes, but like, there are no half sizes.
That's right.
Things like that. Yeah. But it's like it's like, yeah, like we're doing every courtesy here, but like there's no room for things that don't fit. You can't slip between the categories. Even like when he's talking about his sexuality, like you can be straight or homosexual, but not bi. And he's like, he thinks about it for a good long minute.
Yeah.
I think
I find that funny.
Well, they said they recently discontinued it because of operational problems. I thought that was a nice touch, because I was like, because the whole movie is based on like binaries and pairs and stuff, and so of course it would be operationally unfeasible. But it also probably opened up all sorts of. Maybe it made it too easy to find a mate, too easy to play the game, work your way out. I'm not quite sure.
I think maybe it took away opportunities. I think that'd be more likely, because they want people to pair. I don't think that they really care about the game itself. Rather, it's just sort of like, because to me, a big part of like what's going on is like it's there's a long history of states, societies like using marriage, using compulsory family as part of like a strategy to keep people under control, right? Like Foucault called it biopower, but it's like this idea of like, you don't leave bodies alone. Like you need citizens, you need people invested in the state, you need people just to buy into your society, right? So like that, it struck me as like that's the sort of central metaphor that's going on here. It's like a fascist sort of state, a dystopia where like, but we're only seeing the soft cultural impact of what's going on.
Yeah, I thought about something like that as well. Like, is this now the product description says like in the near future, but there's no, if anything, it seems like the past, like they're using Discmans and stuff. Like there's nothing very modern about this. But is this like a V for Vendetta thing where you're like, there's been a nuclear war, but only a certain number of like Britain survives or whatever, but in order to survive, it must do X. And this is but then again, they go to the city.
Yeah. But it seemed like animals were only, I got the sense that there wasn't wildlife except for people who had been transformed into animals.
Oh, that's why there's so many dogs. Olivia Colman, what a beauty. Yeah, I don't know, like putting it like, I don't, obviously we're just like making conversation, but like trying to put rules on this movie and place it in something like anything realistic is not the point. I think the theme that you're echoing it like is the point though, that societal relations and love and all that sort of thing. Like I guess love escapes totalitarianism or tries to squeeze outside of totalitarianism and control.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's really about the form of like nobody's, even the people in these sort of like sham relationships don't really care. One thing I was going to say earlier, on the theme of Reds, thank you, Internet Movie Database trivia. But they like every relationship is marked with blood, and so like there's almost like this sacrifice. So like the nosebleed, the lady who fails and like jumps from the window. Oh god, that's awful. When she's just like
terrible.
Awesome. Does it not high enough, and she's just like screaming and crying. And
the
then
best
like
was the time lapse with the blood for face.
Oh yeah. There's another one too, but then of course at the end, like he has to like decide if he's going to wound himself again. Oh, of course, his heartless, the heartless woman who kicks his brother to death. Jesus, that was shocking.
It was because it looks like a dead dog. It looks like someone kicked a dog to death.
It made a whimpering noise, possibly from the pain.
Made a voice sound like this.
It's a little sound. The best is that he goes into the bathroom and then like you see the dog, but you see the blood spray right up the side of the bathroom mirror where he's going to try and brush his teeth, and he just starts fucking crying.
I'm not crying. You're
water.
A liar. Yeah, we'll turn you into the animal that nobody wants to be. I like that.
I had to think about
imagination.
Yeah, that's funny, and especially in this scenario too, because they've described like why there are so many dogs, and then I kept wondering about it when they were out in the woods catching all the rabbits.
Oh shit! Are those like people that didn't make it? Yeah,
and then like, well, do people pick those because they go and fuck a lot and procreate, but then they're being caught like wildfire and eaten?
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know, you're processing all these like background themes because the weird fake science fiction world's so bizarre. So you're like, what is the worst animal? Like,
yeah, it's like a Rorschach test. Like what does it say about you that you've what does it say about anything? Well, the movie opens up in a really interesting way. I thought so there's no music for the first 3 minutes, and like we open up, the woman's driving in the car and she gets out and she just fucking executes a donkey. No explanation. We don't know what's going on. She's obviously distraught about the matter and has went on a mission specifically to do it. And then, and then we see Colin's relationship breakdown, and then the music starts as he's getting ushered out because his girlfriend left him for another man who has glasses. And then the music starts, and then it's Rachel Weisz. And we slowly get a sense of everything, but the animal thing, like there's this whole relationship between, and I guess you see it with Colin Farrell and his brother, like there are emotional relationships maintain even after you've been turned into an animal. You might become a companion, you might become someone who gets murdered by whomever. I get the impression that she felt pity or something. Like,
I thought it was like
there's an optimism.
An optimism to the becoming
just to the general like love themes and the way they're displayed, because people are like, they're enduring things. They're enduring psychotic rule sets. They're enduring torture. They're enduring like you say, like no matter which scenario they're in, they're almost in like a Nazi state. They're enduring their loved ones being turned into animals and still loving them and keeping them as kin, So it's just like there is like sort of this love transcends underbelly to it, I guess, even though it's kind of sick.
I
don't know.
I like how it was framed as like, you're going to be an animal, then you get a second chance, but only to breed with the same species, because that would be silly to have a, like cross.
Camel and a hippopotamus.
A fox or something, whatever she said.
Yeah.
That would be absurd. Think about it. I love
that.
When... Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that whole, it made me think of Greek myth too, and I almost wonder if that's like sort of like in the background, but like there are these myths where like figures who refuse to step away from childhood, like they want to be like with the Artemis instead of like maturing and like finding a partner. Like those sort of transformations are sometimes reserved, and it's like a punishment almost.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, it's Greek it's the Greek weird wave, right?
Exactly.
So, and the co-writer's like some kind of poet or something like that. That's interesting. I bet that dollars to donuts, that shit's tied up in all this weirdness. I was going to say that I love Olivia Colman's performance. I love when she's singing with the husband.
Who is that?
The husband? I have no idea. Oh, Olivia Colman?
Yeah.
I don't know. She's like, she was on television. She's, British actress.
But she ran the resort, right? Like
she ran the resort. Yeah. She was the lady running the resort. Like the.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, when they're singing and she does a little dance, and basically anytime she interacts with anyone, gives that speech about. I love the trials. The trials are like, so you spend 2 weeks together in the same room, and then they're talking about it as if it's the ultimate trial. It's like you're on vacation on a boat with your loved one for 2 weeks. And like shit like that's really funny, because like for me that's honestly a trial. Like that's a genuine trial. I love Cynthia just fine, but like I need to be alone. I cannot be on a boat with you for 15 days.
Absolutely. Now, if there are any arguments, we'll give you a kid. We find that usually helps.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
That is terrible.
Oh, what a nightmare.
It does stop you from arguing with your significant other, though, because you have other problems.
That's true. Yeah, a lot of shit can get repressed, and
they were getting along really well though on the boat when they raid it, and he like Colin Farrell unmasks the deception that guy's used. John, he smashes his head against things. I think like he doesn't really get nosebleeds, and she slaps him because she doesn't want to know. And like that's another sort of thing about like these sham marriages in this society. It's like no, they just want to ignore these things. They the form is what matters, and that they're like. The daughter that they gave us like grab the gun and shoot him.
Mm-hmm.
He's all on board. They're really functioning as a family unit there.
Yeah, well, and she's probably got shit on the line for herself too. I don't know where the kids come from and what's going on there. That's So she's thrust into this scenario too, with two complete fucking strangers.
Was it to impress the Heartless Woman that he kicked that little girl?
Yes, yeah. I don't have time for kisses from a silly little girl. Ow!
You should thank me. See, there were funny moments, but
well, it's funnier to talk about. I think like the movie, it like resists laughter. It's it's just not that kind of movie. Like it's very grim, very like it's a dark humor. It's a gallows humor, and I think it kind of
it's true. If you were hanging around laughing out loud at this, I would say that's alarming.
Yeah, because it really doesn't call for it. Oh, what?
Yeah, I think I laughed quite a bit.
Oh, I see. You sick fuck.
Sick son of a bitch.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
I remember giggling, from through the first watching and whatnot, and it's shocking. It is funny, but I just it's not the same as I don't know, fucking watching The Naked Gun or something like that.
Sure.
For you. So do you think he punctures his eye at the end?
The end was terrible. I knew it. I knew you were going to talk about that.
Yeah. Well, I just wondered what you guys thought. He goes into the bathroom because she's lost her vision, so they have to match now.
He's kind of cowardly, though.
That's a rough one.
I don't think he does. I don't think he goes back.
Yeah.
I think I was given enough time to think that he runs away again.
I'm gonna be optimistic. I think that he's weird enough and committed enough to the we must match. It matters so much that I was nearsighted and she was nearsighted.
Mm-hmm.
And he did run with her, and he did leave the leader lady in a grave to be eaten by dogs.
He's really by dogs.
Yeah, he's really bought in. So I think he's gone that far. I think he's probably going to do it.
Either way, nothing their future is. They're constantly on the outskirts. They're not in, they're not out. They're lost and So yeah, there's a tragic element. I mean, maybe not properly tragic, or maybe properly tragic. I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting the performance that they can as part of the loners, they can go into town to raid things and sort of spy on things, and then they have to perform the relationship. And that scene where they're making out on the couch.
Oh yeah,
stop it! My parents are trying to play
she
music.
Loses it.
Yeah,
that's when she totally knows. Fair though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's just totally inappropriate.
What are you doing?
The really theme funny. Of their relationship is the Nick Cave song "Where the Wild Roses Grow," and that song, the punchline of it is that they meet in the woods, and then he grabs a rock and bashes her head in. It's sort of that how the final verse goes. I mean, yeah, it was funny to me that, well, quote unquote funny that this is. It is really possible that he would leave her, if that's sort of the energy that their love carries.
Okay, yeah, that's I was unaware of that. That's a strong argument. Yeah, and then so she's just left. She does a really great job of pretending to be blind, even when her eyes are uncovered by the glasses or whatever. That's sort of unfocused staring into the distance kind of thing.
Right.
I feel that's very true, because I did notice how well she did it, which I found really odd. But
yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I really like this movie. I don't love it, right? It's not going to go in my top 10, but I did think that as a movie about love, it was definitely something. Thought it was stylish. Thought it was well acted. It's definitely not a movie I had really seen before. You kind of maybe get a sense it's like a Louis Brunel or something like that, theater of the absurd kind of thing. So in that way, it's not totally unique, but it is. I don't know. It's got its own thing. I think we can say that.
Yeah, it was.
I would say.
But I do get what James is saying. Like I think like the Wes Anderson story and like sort of a little bit of the negative aspect of like the almost too precious at times.
Mm-hmm.
I was feeling that a bit, and I think I liked but not loved, not top 10 is probably where I sit too.
Yeah. Not top 10.
Definitely not top 10.
Sorry, I was just thinking about how limited
word.
that was.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly. It could be 11. No, it's not. Yeah,
this is a 12. This is 12. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, so like the Wes Anderson thing, like I don't know if that's fair. It's not quite so twee at all. It uses a lot more naturalistic imagery, forests and weird angles, and like it doesn't have that forced, like that static asymmetry that he engages in. I don't know. I just think you're being unfair painting them with.
I'm not talking visually. More in the sort of like the quirk, the wave of quirk that followed in Wes Anderson's footsteps.
Right. Okay. I'll buy that for $1, perhaps. Definitely
being unfair.
Yeah. I do. Unfair and offensive.
No, listen.
Yeah,
I think that I just don't think his shots. I don't think the shots or costumes. I don't know. Maybe the budget wasn't great, so I don't want to be too harsh on it. But I just think that there was something amiss, and there was some mimicry of artistic behavior that didn't equal the shots that he was pretending to make.
Okay. Well, there you have it, folks. We got two opinions. You tell us which James is correct. There's no wrong answer. Yeah, all right. We got anything else on the old Lobster?
No. What animal would you pick?
Oh shit!
Oh,
I don't like this.
Very good.
Don't like this question. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly didn't. I think maybe like a big cat. You know, like a panther or some shit.
A cat with sad human eyes.
That's right. Yeah. That's what you picked. You're the cat with sad human eyes as well.
I think a raven would be really fun. You know,
you
could hop around. You could like torment people. A lot of rich history there.
Yeah,
that's nice. Yeah,
okay.
I think I'd like to be like a some kind of a teacup dog, like with a short life.
Like a lap dog?
I'd like to just shake and be pet by a fat woman. That's it.
In the 90s, I met up with Melinda Gebbie, and we decided that we'd like to work upon a major piece of erotic fiction together, which has resulted in the forthcoming Lost Girls. And this entire drama is being played out against the background of Europe and specifically Austria in 1913, when everything is gearing up towards the exact antithesis of sex. It's gearing up towards what humans do when they don't put their energies into sex, which is kill each other. The healthy sexual drive that is seizing most young men when they're in their teens is perverted by older men who perhaps have lost some of their sexual drive, and all of that sexual energy gets shipped over to somewhere like Flanders and is perverted into killing other young men. Energy that should be going into something honest like fucking is instead diverted into something appalling like killing. There is a brain-penis blood ratio that tends to get in the way of writing intelligent pornography. If it becomes too intelligent, all the blood rushes to your brain, you lose your erection. If it becomes too sexually exciting, you are no longer in any state to appreciate its aesthetic value. So it's a difficult balancing act.